Sv3rige recently made a video claiming that
because that literally is the only way to be happy. Killing an animal and drinking its blood is pure nourishment, euphoria, and happiness for you.
The fun fact is that happiness is usually quite the opposite what people feel when dealing with animal corpses, unless you ask some messed up psychopaths. Most people feel a relatable yet very different emotion. But before I tell you that, I go on to conclude that there's just one single word to debunk all arguments of raw meat eaters. That word is disgust. This is an emotion that I've stumbled upon in plenty of articles regarding raw meat diets, which made me wonder, what is the emotion disgust actually? Today you will learn some principles about evolutionary biology and why the word disgust is so important when explaining our food choices. Disgust is a cross-cultural phenomenon. Most cultures are very concerned about food, sex, menstruation, and the handling of corpses. In some cultures, women are not allowed to enter temples while they are menstruating. As in other cultures, eating pork is an absolute no-no for Jews and Muslims. The reason for that is not a female protection or health-related effort, but the underlying logic of disgust. Paul Rozin has created a leading theory of the emotion of disgust in 1987. He defines disgust as revulsion at the prospect of oral incorporation of offensive objects. He also goes on to state that the nature of these objects are almost all of animal origin. If you think about it, few plants or inorganic bodies are disgusting. A steel construct or a berry bush usually don't disgust people. A random guy eating a squirrel in public kinda does. Another common denominator is that objects that evoke disgust seem to be contagious by touch, which means that emotion is here to protect us. Therefore, disgust is a concern mainly and originally related to animals and body products such as blood and excrements. That's the reason why random clips that you can find on the internet, such as 2 girls, 1 cup, are so freaking disgusting. Most scientists are sure nowadays that disgust therefore was an evolutionary adaptation to help people choose what to eat. While our ancestors' brain expanded, so did also the concerns regarding animal matter. When early humans went for meat on occasion, including scavenging the carcasses left by other predators, they exposed themselves to a multitude of new microbes and parasites. Carcasses and meats are contagious, of which plant substances simply are not. It's hard to ruin a food by brushing up a poisonous berry at them, while it's easy to ruin a food with animal blood or feces. So anyway, researchers conclude that disgust is number 2, the guardian of the mouth. Natural selection gave it to individuals who went beyond the sensory properties of a potentially edible object. Our ancestors that survived thought about the object itself, and most importantly, where it came from and what it touched. Animals like rats, maggots and cockroaches disgust us because we know that they crawl on corpses and trash piles. We won't eat them, and if they have touched the food of ours, we will immediately throw it away. We can conclude that disgust evolved as a protection mechanism. It deletes hunger and motivates purifying behavior such as washing or even vomiting. Disgust then further evolved to be a supporting pattern of norms, rituals and beliefs. And someone that goes against those deeply ingrained norms and rituals is usually labeled a savage and treated like an outcast. Sv3rige. Biological processes must be carried out in the right way, and disgust is a guardian of that rightness. So Sv3rige, how come we call a diet natural, which our bodies evolved to get disgusted by? The mission of this YouTube channel is to put veganism across the goal line. If you want to help us achieve that, like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's make food production great again.